Here we go, guys. It's Dargan back with some more Dokkan Battle. Now, what I'm gonna do today is something that's probably long overdue that I said I was gonna do a while back, but with everything going on, I kind of postponed it off a few times. So I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna give you a little run through of how this game works, a little beginner's guide, if you will. So, first things first, I'll tell you everything here on the menu. For you new players, this is the Shenron page. It's right here, the little Dragon Balls. The way it works is you get all 7. Right now we don't have anything going on, so we have no Dragon Balls. But when you do, normally it goes day by day. You can get Dragon Balls there. It tells you what mission you have to do in order to, get them. It usually comes in the form of a riddle. They're usually pretty straightforward. But you won't have to worry about them until probably we get new sets, or if you've already done them, cool. I think they should be open for new people. You'd have to, if anybody knows to correct me on that, go ahead. Now, here we have the menu where you can see your friends lists, search for your friends, get friend requests, all that stuff, Daily capsule, if you have it, it's a subscription. It's pretty good. I'll explain more about that later. Data linking and backing up. It's very important that you back up your account, usually to Google or Facebook. That way, in case you lose your device or if you break your phone, like I've done a couple of times, you can link it up to whatever you need to have it linked to. Options is where you can set how loud your music will be and all that stuff. You can keep it on speed up so everything goes by quicker. Keep it on power saving so you save more power. Enhance color clarity for those who are colorblind. So you can tell the orbs are different. I believe that's what they said in the beginning. Language and voice. Some people I've seen that they don't change the language to English if they like it that way. If they like it in Japanese, it's cool. But you can keep it in English right here, and then you keep it in English to read. Wallpaper, of course, the awesome wallpaper that we got. I don't think I have to go into detail, but in case you want to know what you got in your previous summons, you can go here to summon history. Whether it's friend points, other types like ticket summons, and dragon stones. So, and you can go to the title screen if you want. So let's get into the main stuff. The news. News, very important, where you can see all the new stuff that's coming in. I recommend that you all at least look at this once a day, especially when there's some new stuff, so you can go to the events and look at what you're missing. And of course, there's always extra errors and things like that they do, where you might get free dragon stones that we've gotten sometimes compensation for. Gift box, that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I have to explain that. Now, let me show you a couple of things. Let's go through one of the most important things when it comes to Dokkan, the hidden potential system. The way it works is when you have a unit, for example, like Vegito Blue, that he thrives on having dupes. What a dupe is let me go back here and show you. Let me go with somebody that doesn't have any dupes in them, or at least one dupe. For example, let's go here to Beerus. My Beerus has no dupes. It shows you right here which Beerus you would need. This one. But if you have a pre-Dokkan Awaken one, you can select it here, and then you can put OK, and it'll automatically reverse Dokkan Awaken your Beerus. You can give him that path open, and you can go and unlock the paths. Best one to go to is here on the bottom right, because there's 4 places for you to get, either at additionals, at crits, or at dodge. You can do it however you want. Most importantly, crits and additionals are very important. The one thing you want to check is on their super attack right here. You always got to look at this. For example, Beerus raises his attack, causes immense damage to enemy, greatly lowers defense. For him, you would probably want some additional so you can raise his attack faster, but crits would be good also. I also added the special sticker to him. I love how it looks. It's great. Now, there's a lot of main things you need to look at when you're looking at a card to see if it's good or not. You always want to check their leader skill. So for Beerus, he's got Exploding Rage, Realm of Gods category, Ki plus 3 HP, 130%, attack and defense, 170. So that's really good for the attack and defense. It lacks a little bit on the HP, but it's still something important to look at. You always want to look at their passive. For example, Beerus, defense plus 100%, attack plus 150% when performing a super attack. So his attack's going to go way up when he performs a super attack, which is something you always want to do. Try to get super attacks whenever possible, especially for some units, which I'll get into later, that raise their attack and defense on super attack. Those units work really well for, Super Battle Road and for long events like the Legendary Goku event, which as new players you probably won't have to worry about that event, but it's there. He also randomly changes key spears of a certain type to rainbow. That way he can get more connecting paths. He can get more key spheres, so he will never have some trouble getting off his super attack. And he has here attacks effective against all type when it's a Realm of Gods enemy. So basically any team or any enemy that you're facing that is in this category, Realm of Gods, which includes like Gogeta and Vegeta because they transform to Super Saiyan Blue, any Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue Saiyans, any Kais, Gods of Destruction, for example, like Beerus and Whis. And there's Goku, who goes to Super Saiyan God. These two, they go to Super Saiyan Blue. He's Super Saiyan Blue Goku. You know, Whis, because he's an angel, he's in the God tier list. It's basically any character that is a god, whether they're Supreme Kais, Gods of Destructions, angels, or have God-related powers like Goku and Vegeta in their Super Saiyan Blue form. Zamasu and Gowasu, because they're both Kais, and Kais are considered gods. You always want to look at, and of course these two because they transform into Super Saiyan Blue. They're already gods here, they go blue. See, these are Kais, you know, and it shows you exactly who's on this list. So any of those characters that you fight off against, he'll do really good in because he'll hit them as hard as he possibly can, even if there's type disadvantage, because he has attacks effective against all type. Now, there are some units out there that have these things that are called active skills. It tells you here what the conditions are and what they do. For Beerus, he gets attack and defense plus 50, attacks effective against all types, and guaranteed to hit for 1 turn, which means if that card can dodge, it will not because he can hit it. It can only be activated when his HP is 70% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So once it's 4 turns and you're below that, you know, health threshold, he gets his chance to activate his active skill, and you can actually activate it. If you want to see what it looks like, I'll show you in a little bit. We'll get to that. Now, another thing you need to take into consideration, link skills. These are very important because they are either going to buff your unit with more ki, more attack, more defense, all depends. Here, he's got godly power, which means attack 15%. Any of these characters that share godly power with him will give him an extra attack boost of 15%. Same as for everything else. Prodigies, attack plus 10%. Anybody here, when you build a team around Beerus, if you're going to build one, you have to make sure that they are gods, because it does help when they're gods, because he gives them, you know, from his leader skill, if you run him as a leader, he gives them key HP, attack, and defense. Or you can use his other category, which is Exploding Rage, which again, I'll show you how to see what characters on Exploding Rage or not. Connoisseur, the Innocents, you know, so on and so forth. A Connoisseur, he gets 5% HP. He helps recover the team's HP with either Whis, Champa, Monaka. It's technically Beerus in Monaka's costume, so yeah. And it's usually the same ones. It's Monaka, Beerus, any of the angels, which I mean, well, any Whis card, any Champa card, any Beerus card will give him 5% HP, because that's how they link up. The Innocents, attack plus 10%. Again, any of here, if you want to build it up, if you want to see how strong they can be, make sure they have these links to set up with Beerus, especially Shocking Speed. It's one of the really good link skills because it gives him Ki plus 2, which will make him easier to start supering. He needs to get off his super to get a lot of his other stuff. Attack plus 20% when HP is 50% or below. That's Berserker. Any card that gets like extremely mad that you usually see, like Gohan, like Rage Gohan, like Launch when he transforms. Launch is a Dragon Ball card, hardly ever see it. But yeah, all of these will help him get that attack plus 20% when his HP falls below 50. And Fierce Battle. Fierce Battle is one of the best categories out there because it gives you attack plus 15%, and a lot of cards have it. You really won't see like too many cards that don't have it, but when you do, you know, you'll see it here. And his categories, teams that he can be used on, teams where you would need to have him: Exploding Rage, Realm of Gods, Movie Bosses, Siblings Bond, Worthy Rivals, Bonds of Master and Disciple. Okay, so it's very important if you're going to center your card, if you're going to center your team around one card, make sure the leader skill is good and make sure they link up well with everybody. So if you're going to run Beerus, for example, if you're going to run him on a team, here's what I would do. You want 3 things when you're going to fix a card to somebody. So here, you can go to categories. You can find all the categories. It's right here. You're going to go under Acquire, where it says Acquired in the corner. You can do it however you want. You want it by favorites, by rarity, by attack, character, max level. You can set it however you want. I like to keep it acquired just because the newer cards that I'm getting, I want to see on top. Here, you can go to select categories so you can filter out who would be on the team. So if I want Realm of Gods, I just go here, any Realm of Gods character. Even here, if you want somebody who raises attack, raises defense, if it's their passive skill, their leader skill, their super attack, their active, you can separate them by here. I normally don't use this, but you're welcome to use it if you want. So I'm looking for all my gods characters. You can also sort here also by their categories. You can also separate them from their link skills if you want. Let's say, because you know how Beerus has that innocence, you can always look for cards that are on Realm of Gods and have innocence. You can click it here. It's real important to shorten down the list, especially if you have a lot of units like myself that I have almost 800 units, you know, in my box. So here's how I would set it up. I'm gonna run it with Beerus as my leader, Whis as a card that links up very well with him and gives him a lot, and these are the 3 main cards I like to run, and the LR Strength Beerus. Now the reason I like to keep Whis is because he is what we call a support card. He's really good on his own, yes, but he is a good support. Why? Because obviously we're not going to worry about leader skill because he's not going to be the leader. His super attack causes supreme damage, lower attack and defense, and seals super attack. Now that's really good for places like Super Battle Road and any stages where, you know, they can be sealed. Normally Super Battle Road. It won't be good on Legendary Goku event because after he gets to God, you can't lower his attack. You can lower his defense, but you can't lower his attack, and he can't be sealed at all. Now, he's really good because he specifically lists Beerus in his passive. He has 100 attack and defense plus 100%. Great chance of evading enemies' attack, which means he has a 70% chance to aid their attack, even their super attack. And every time, and it says it right here, plus an additional defense plus 50 within the same turn, only in that turn, with every attack he evades. So if he evades 3 attacks, he's getting a 150% boost on top of the 100% he's already getting from the first part of his passive. So he becomes a really good defensive unit. He becomes a really good ally to Beerus, especially with this last part. All allies attack plus 50% and recover 10% HP at the end of the turn when there's an ally whose name includes Beerus attacking in the same turn. So you always want to keep him with Beerus. Doesn't include Whis because that's a fusion. It says it right there, Whis excluded. So if you have him and Beerus attacking in the same turn, he's giving everybody 50% attack and recovering HP at the end of the turn. It's really good for events like Super Battle Road and maybe even Dokkan events if you want to run him there. It's really good. He supports Beerus very well, and he supports all other Realm of Gods that are going to be on the team, especially the LR Beerus. Now see, look, he's got godly power just like all gods do. Connoisseur, you know, shocking speed, fierce battle, all these that Beerus has. Solid support. This is mostly for cards that are like, you know, like it says, solid support. They're good support cards, and people who always been good in giving support. For example, Whis is always supporting Beerus. Krillin's always trying to support his friends. Tien starts to support his friends. Trunks and Mai, they support, you know, Goku and Vegeta and all that stuff. So, of course, all the links aren't going to be the same as Beerus, but he does have the good ones, like Fierce Battle, like Connoisseur, that will recover 5% HP, like Godly Power, which is attack plus 15%. I don't think they share Cold Judgment, but when he does share Cold Judgment, that's defense plus 20%. In the harder events, defense is very important. You have to keep that in mind. In the harder events, like the Legendary Goku event, cards that can stack their attack and defense, like a card that I'm going to show you right now. This Vegeta raises attack and defense and causes supreme damage to enemy. You always, always, always want to get off super attacks with cards that can stack their attack and defense. So it's always important to look at their super attack effect. Always think for a couple of things. Now, another card I'm going to include in here is Supreme Kai of Time. Power of Time Unleashed. She is an amazing support card for pretty much any team if you ever need like a good support type unit, but she works really well for Realm of Gods because she has Godly Power, you know, which gives attack plus 15%, and Cold Judgment, which is defense plus 20. She gets herself defense plus 20 and solid support. So she's really good in any team, but works really well in the Realm of Gods. And here is her passive. She gives all allies Ki plus 3, attack and defense plus 30%, and chance of performing a critical hit plus 12%. Great chance of an additional attack plus 12% for all allies. So she'll be giving 30 plus another chance to give, plus a great chance to give an additional defense of 12%. So she can give everybody Ki plus 3 and attack and defense plus 30. And she has a chance of giving them an additional 12% attack and defense. So she can give up to 42% of attack and defense to all allies. So she's really good. She's really, really good. I haven't invested in any super attack or hidden potential, but she's really good. I need to get on that, but I digress. She's really good support unit. There's a lot of support units, but she's really good for Realm of Gods. So this is how I have my team. These are the most important way to set it up. And another sometimes I like to use, you know, this Goku and this Vegeta. Why? Because they work the same way. They both raise attack and defense on super, so they're always constantly building up their attack and defense. And again, they both have this passive. Attack and defense plus 20% per key spear obtained, plus an additional 10% if it's 30. If it's a plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% if it's a physical key spear. What that means is he'll get attack and defense plus 20% for every key spear. So if he gets 5, that's 100% attack and defense increase. But if it's a physical key spear, that's an extra 10%. So that means 30 per key spear. So it's 150% increase just getting 5 physical key spears. And he'll also change key spears besides physical to physical key, so he can always build up more attack and defense. This guy is a really good card, especially after he got Dokkan Awakened. I'll explain that in 1 minute, what Dokkan Awakening is. But yes, they're very good. This is how I would set up my team personally. They stack attack and defense. They get boosted from Supreme Kai of Time. Beerus and Whis are really good with each other, or the LR Beerus and Whis are also really good with each other. That's how I would make my team personally. You have 3 hard-hitting cards: Beerus, God Beerus, and Goku and Vegeta. There's 4 hard hitters and 2 defensive units: Whis and Supreme Kai of Time. They give support. They can hold their own. Supreme Kai of Time will probably get hit really, really hard, to be honest. You have to protect her. But even then, you know, give her dodge. You can give her dodge in her passive. I mean, you can give her dodge in the hidden potential system if you have her. That way she can dodge and she won't get hurt as much. So they work really, it's a really good team. You have these 2 to change orbs. You know, you have Goku and Vegeta to change orbs for themselves and to make their attack higher. Beerus is always stacking his attack, so he's going to hit stupidly hard. Whis is always defending really well, plus on top of that, getting defense for every time he evades. It doesn't work really good on the Legendary Goku event when you get to Mastered UI, but the whole time before that, he's really good because he can dodge. Now, team cost. This is something you beginners have to pay attention to. Team cost. Every unit has a team cost. On the bottom here, Beerus has 58. Most LRs, summonable LRs, will have a team cost of 77. So if your team's total team cost ends up more than what you can afford, which for me is 696, which means there is literally nothing I can do to ever pass that team cost because I've already gone high enough. Every time you go up rank, in the beginning, you start getting more team costs. You want to build up that team cost so that way you can have more powerful units. So, another thing I need to mention is Dokkan Awakening. Here, you pull this Goku, this is what he's going to look like before you Dokkan Awaken him. You can go to Growth. Here on the card, it tells you everything you need to know. You can go to Growth, and you can train them, awaken them, hidden potential them. You can go straight from here to do everything you need to do. Apply a special sticker. It's a sticker that gives that awesome effect you saw on Beerus a little while ago. You can reverse them. In case you pull a dupe and he's already Dokkan Awakened, you can reverse him using these hourglasses that you can get from Baba Shop. You know, always check Baba Shop whenever you need stuff. It's really good. Now, you reverse him. You can feed him the dupes you need to and then reverse them back. So you're going to waste 1 hourglass on that. But it's always very important to keep track of how many you have. So, if you want to know what it takes to Dokkan Awaken him, you'd go to... Where'd you go? This works for all units. You go here to the previous card. Right here. It tells you what he needs to Z-Awaken to get him into that Transcended UR state, or TUR as we say, to make it shorter. And then if you want to Dokkan Awaken him, it tells you here, oh look, you need 35 medals from this event. You can click it. You can click the medal because everything's been streamlined and it makes it so much easier. Oh look, to event. It's going to show you the event. It's available because it's highlighted. It's not in the portal of memories because there's no key next to it. You can click it, put OK. It'll take you straight to the event and you can go from there. So, another thing that's very important is the Baba Shop. This is where you can trade your characters. I'm going to say this one time. And you can pick up items like King Yemma. Very good. Shu. He's okay. Future Bulma. Okay. The gravity chambers, good training item. You always want to have a lot of them. Always want to have a lot of these medals too because they are required for awakening. Training items, pick up everything you can. Always visit the Baba shop. There are 2 ways to get Baba shop points. 1, from the logins that we get. Sometimes they give us Baba shop points. Or 2, trading extra things you have. Now I'm going to tell you right now. Do not, and I repeat, do not Baba any SSRs that you do not have all paths awakened. So for example, if I were to pull, let's say if I were to pull another one of these beers, he's already rainbowed. I don't need any more unless I'm going to feed him to my new beers, which I don't have to. Then I would Baba him because he's already rainbowed. I don't need him. Every SSR is worth 10,000 Baba points. But why are they so important? Because if you go here to trading points, you can pick up all these things you need without having to grind out events. Always try to buy whatever you can from the Baba shop, whether it's Elder Kai medals, Supreme Kai medals, you know, Dr. Giro, Yema's, shoes, any kind of these support items is what you need. Now, let me show you what these items do. There are a lot of items that you're going to need to use that are called support items that you can use on stages. There are some that recover a little bit of HP and they go gradually higher. You don't really use them, but if you're a beginner, they're good to know. You have orb changers in case you want to change orbs of a certain color to another color. For example, the way Goku does it, where Super Saiyan Blue Goku, where he can change it to a physical. You go here, oh look, we have an item to change physical orbs. They're very important. So Sensu Bean, one of the best support items in the game. You can get all your HP back and remove any attack down or defense down or any effects on your groups. Gone. Sensu Bean. Dende, same thing. There's a lot of very important ones. You can see there's a lot of different ones. You can just find out what you need. These you can take them on a stage. You can have up to 4. I think when you're a beginner, you have to unlock them, but you can have up to 4. That's the max. They haven't changed that yet for global, at least. They have changed it for Google. Oh, it's time for me to log in. And here you can see what you got to log in with. How many days you have total, how many days you have consecutive without missing a day. You get the rewards. In the news, it'll tell you where you are in rewards. So you can get all that. Boom, accept all. Getting all that stuff. Boom, cool. Let me tell you another thing here. Missions. Missions are very important. There are daily missions that give you pretty much a stone every time you do stage 3 times right now. They take advantage of it. But you have daily missions. You have normal. You have hard. You have Z hard. And you have special. Special is usually where you get like the really good rewards and everything, and then there are the other ones. You always pay attention to these. You know, it's very important to pay attention to the missions. If you find yourself with nothing to do, try completing your missions. You can get stones, zenny, medals, a lot of stuff from missions. It's very important. If you all want to know anything else more about it, leave a comment down below. I can help you with anything. I love to help people who have questions about Dokkan Battle. Now, let's see, what else can I teach you here? Dokkan Awaken. This gives you a list of all the cards that can be Dokkan Awakened that you have or don't have. And you can even put it right here, acquired. So that means, oh look, I have all these cards. If you want to see what cards you don't have, you can go by released, when they were released. So the most recent one is, oh look, this one. So the ones that were released lately, they'll come out here. For example, I don't have Bardock and Gine, I don't have Vegito. But you can go all through here to see what's been released and what you don't have and what it has. And here it can also tell you what you need. You want to get them from SSR to UR? Boom, that's what you're going to need. Gregory medals, Roshi medals, Babidi, all that stuff tells you here also. Hidden potential, I already went through that. You need orbs. Where do you get orbs? Let me show you. Besides logins and special logins where we get medals and stuff and, you know, orbs, you go here every day. Every day it's different. You can get all your orbs here. So let's go through one. It's a strength hidden potential event. Do these every day because these orbs are very important for hidden potential. Make sure to do it every day. I use whatever team. Doesn't really matter. But for the sake of this video, I'll use Beerus. If I could find his movie bosses. He's also a movie boss and physical. Boom, Beerus. I have a team already ready with Beerus. I also have the new Gogeta. He works really well under Realm of Gods too. But just for the sake of this video, where is he? Boom, right there. Team, let's go. These don't take a lot. Try to grab every single blue space you can. Unfortunately, they gave me a 2. So the way this works is you can get Small, medium on the first one, on the first path. If you go over here to the right, you can get, I believe, small and large. Let me go. I always go through the second one because I always need more large medals than anything. You know, they come in 3 sizes: small, medium, large. You know, the largest are the ones you're going to get the least amount of, but they're still always important. So I'll skip to the last one. No, actually, I'll go here. I always go here. Here, you're going to face 2 opponents. They're pretty strong, so make sure you bring a decent enough team to win. And they locked me in place. Can't do anything about it. I've been locked in place. Unfortunately, I have a type disadvantage here, but I should be able to beat this no problem. I did give Goku a few orbs. He's getting 20% per orb. Boom, 1.15 million. He's not even rainbowed yet. But yeah, see, 581, why? Type disadvantage. Oh, look, additional super. That's why they're so important. That's why the hidden potential system is so important. I gave him additionals to use. He used it. You can get either an regular additional attack or additional super. See, very easy. Look, medium and large. 105 medium, 6 large medals. So you can get small and medium in the first one, medium and large in the second one, and I believe small and large on the third one. So you want to aim for whatever you need most. Me, I usually need large orbs a lot, and sometimes medium, so I always go for the middle. If I ever need medium orbs and large orbs, it's usually where I go to. Unfortunately, I got a lot of 2s, so I didn't get a lot. But it's important to do this mission every day. It's only available once per day, but it's important to do it. Monday is agility, AGL. Tuesday is tech. Wednesday is int. Today is Wednesday, but we're going to count it for Thursday already because Dokkan moves a little bit faster than us, you know. And Friday is physical. See, available in a week. You're going to do it once a week because it changes every day. Now, another thing you can do is this event. This is called Pan's Secret Adventure. Why is it important to do at least once whenever it comes? Because it's a real easy stage, 1. And 2, this is how you can get a whole lot of rank experience so you can rank up faster to 524. Let me show you what this event can do. I don't have enough stamina. I'll do the other one. No, you know what? I'll waste the small little meat thing here. Just to show you. Just to show you what it's like. Look. Now I have 133. It takes 100 stamina. So obviously you're going to want to do the other one, which is Pan's Secret Adventure, which is 80. It might take a whole stamina bar, but look how much it's going to give me. Right now, it won't seem like a lot because I'm ranked 524 and it won't move a lot. But just look. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what team you take. Because for 1, she doesn't attack you. And 2, she can't die. No matter how hard you try, no matter what team you're using, she will not die. So don't even try it. It's just 1 full rotation of hitting Pan, and that's it. Now watch. Doesn't matter who you're taking. Doesn't matter what you use. She's not going to die. Okay? So don't try to waste your breath on whatever team you take. You can take whatever the hell team you want. Okay? Now watch. Heat super attack. Oh, look, 120. She's not going to die. It's just 3 attacks, and you're done. And from here, you have a choice of where you want to go. This event is very important if you're trying to rank up quick. So yeah, she leaves. Oh, bye-bye. She gives support items or training items, whatever. She usually gives random stuff. Maybe sometimes she'll even drop her card, which I'll explain in a bit. She gives you 777 Zenny. She's giving everybody 777 experience. She doesn't really get a lot of experience, but you don't need that. That's not what you're here for. You're here for the rank experience. You have 3 options. To the left, to get what I call fodder for cards, which is just random cards that are real weak, but you can be using to train up your characters. Now, I go this way for the Zenny because I like to get a lot of Zenny. Over here, she gives you a support item, it's a gold support item. Those are the important ones. Those are the ones that are usually rainbow on the back on the support items. Then you have usually any Kai, like North Kai, West Kai, South Kai, Supreme Kai, or Supreme Kai, Elder Kai. Those are those purple awakening medals. And then red is training items. Things you're going to need to train up your characters if you don't want to have to repeat a stage over and over and over again to give them experience. Now, see, look at that. Look at how much it shot up. It gave me about 400,000 rank XP. If you're new, that's a lot, and that'll help you rank up a whole lot quicker. So I have both of these available to me. I'm not going to do it. Now, another event here on Growth that is good to do. Turtle Training School Turtle School Training, Hercules World Tournament, Training at Corrin Tower. You can get training items from here. You can get statues of Hercules statues to get Zenny. And from here, you can get these Platinum Turtle Shells, which are really good in training, which I'll show you right now. Also here, where you can also level up your characters faster if you don't want to waste your training items. You can go here to Training in the Clouds. Again, all these are once a day, except for Training at Corrin Tower. That can be done as many times as you want. But the World Tournament, the training, the Turtle School Training, once a day. So if you want, and again, if you want Awakening Medals, also here. If you're missing Awakening Medals, you can go here. And they go by sections: Physical, Strength, Int, Tech, and Agility. It's pretty self-explanatory at this point. You need everything, you can go to Growth. That's where you're going to grow, obviously. Now, right here, this is a very important event for new players. Here, if you didn't get the blue fusions, which some people did, some people didn't, you know, here's a good place to get a really good card for free-to-play players, for people who just entered, you know, pretty easily. It tells you, where you can get them and everything. You can Dokkan. If you have trouble learning what Dokkan Awakening is, this is a good tutorial for what Dokkan Awakening basically is. Now, story events. These are important. Very, very important. When you have new story events, if you have nothing else to do, this is a great place to get free units. Units that don't cost stones, that don't cost, to summon. A lot of time they'll cost medals, of course. But like for here, the Kid Broly and Kid Vegeta event, they give you free potential orbs. You don't have to use your own. So you can get a free 120, level 120 Transcended UR for free. All you have to do is grind. Yes, grinding takes a while, especially for you new players that don't have a lot of XP. But that's why you go and do the Pans event. Or you come and do the quest events. Quest events for you new players, very important. There's 27 areas, which means a whole lot of Dragon Stones. Each difficulty nets you a Dragon Stone that you do the first time around. Normal, hard, Z hard, Dragon Stone for every single one of them. So just doing area 1, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stages, or 5 areas in area 1. 5 stages in area 1, 3 difficulties each. You get a stone for every single one you do the first time. And right now is the best time to do it. Why? Because you're getting ×4 rank XP. You're going to level up and rank up even faster. So if I had to say anything, make your way through this. Rank up. Get more stamina. I have 200 stamina. I'm okay right now. But rank up. Pay attention to the missions. Every day, pay attention to the missions. Complete as many as you can. Look, boom. Oh, look, free Dragon Stone for me. And a free 5th anniversary ticket. You don't always get the 5th anniversary tickets. Those are only for when the 5th anniversary is live. Sometimes there'll be different types of tickets. But yeah, free Dragon Stones. Do it every day. Summons. Everybody knows how to summon at this point. It's pretty easy. You need 50 stones, okay? Once you're out of the quest stages, you're going to be needing stones. That's what the shop is for, where you can buy stones. Right now, there's discounts and everything. Perfect place to go buy stones, okay? I don't think I should have to explain it. Baba shop. We have treasure you can get. This purple stone is a premium stone that you have to buy. This blue stone, another premium stone that has to be bought. All these are like premium things. But the things you can get, these 5th anniversary coins, pick up these Kais. They level up super attacks. Super attacks, you want to level that up so your unit can hit a lot harder when they're super attacking or just attacking in general. Every event has these little items that'll come back. Whenever these events come back, you can farm up these things and you can buy Kais. This you get from Super Battle Road. For your new players, you don't have to worry about Super Battle Road right now. Here's another event that gives you some stuff. You go through here and it tells you what to do. This is from Battlefield. A lot of you new players can't even do Battlefield right now. I think you have to be rank 150, so you don't have to worry about that. But when you do get to rank 50, it'll tell you these Supreme Kai Stones. Very important. Why? Because of this Vegito. This Vegito is a free LR. Boom, here he is. He is a really good defensive unit for any of you free players out there. If you don't want to spend money, he's a really good unit for all you free players. Why? Because he's raised his attack and defense. On his 12 key, he has an 18 key super right here. So it doesn't let you raise attack and defense like this one does. So you want to do like the 12 key as much as you can, because he will only raise his attack on his 18 key. Now, LRs, why are they different? 1, they go up to level 150. 2, they have a super attack of 20. And 3, they have 2 different super attacks. And 4, their team cost is way higher than normal units, especially Vegito. His team cost is 99. Free to play LRs from Prime Battles and all that stuff that you're going to find, when you're playing this game will be cost 99. So be careful and look at your team cost, okay? Now, another thing you can also see about the Supreme Kai Stones besides this Vegito, which you also need Patara earrings, by the way. You know, if you need to find out what you need to get, you go here, growth. What does he need? 30 Patara earrings. Where do you get that? I believe they're done on the missions. So go check your missions out. Here, right here, Supreme Kai Stones. If you have 15, you can increase your character slots. What does that mean? You can have more characters in your box. You can increase team cost if you need to, which isn't really that important. And you can increase your stamina. I haven't done it because I don't feel like doing the grind. Plus, I have a lot of stamina as it is. But if I wanted to, I can increase my stamina by 18 by farming up 15 Supreme Kai Stones 18 times. Incredible gems. You can get it from quest stages. Here are other Vegitos that you can unlock. It takes a lot, but they're still here. These, you can feed him into his dupe path. You can feed him into his super attack. Whatever you want. Dupe paths are the first thing you need to do when it comes to a unit. That's the most important thing. If you get a dupe, make sure all 4 paths are unlocked. Once they are, you can either feed him into his super attack or Baba. Red coins, blue coins, and gold coins. Very important. You get them from summons. Now, the reason I would tell you to save up for these is because when you hit 500 and a Dokkan Fest banner comes that has LRs, if you can't pull that LR unit like Gohan or Cell or the Gogeta, you can buy them here. In 6 months, when the Blue Fusions come back, if you didn't pull them on their banners, on these initial banners, they're going to come back and they're going to be here in the shop, and you can buy them with these red coins. You can buy these other cards too. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend saving for the LRs because obviously LRs are the best unit in the game. Blue. If you go here to your summon pages, it tells you what kind of coins here, right in the corner. Oh, look, red coins. Red coins are specifically for Dokkan Fest banners. Gold coins are for LR banners, which you will see this Sunday when Rose and Broly drop. So, blue coins, where do you get those? They come from these banners, mystery ritual summon banners. Usually where you get Supreme Kais or a specific type of card, whether it's agility. There's these banners, we call them trap banners because they just want you to waste stones on them. They are type banners. They either give you a specific type of character, limited to only one type, which would be agility, tech, strength, int, whatever. Whichever unit they have, that's where you can get these coins too. And what are these coins good for? To be honest, it's only to get either the Elder Kais, which also raise up super attack. If you don't want to have to grind out, you know, farmable super attacks, which I'll show you in a minute what those are too. I mean, the story events that I showed you earlier, the kid Vegeta and the kid Broly, those have farmable super attacks. Why? Because you're farming out that card many times to raise up their super attack, and you don't have to waste any of these Kais. And normally when we have those type banners around that say int character types or strength character type banners, they'll come out here too. Usually for 150 coins. I never have these coins. Why? Because I spend them on Kais. I need Kais. Now, there are certain characters here that can be farmed super attack with farmable super attacks. What's farmable? It means you can get them from any stage, like from the story stages. For example, let me show you. If you were to farm up this Bardock, which comes in every day, depending what day. So today is Thursday. Today's supposed to be the next day for playing, so it's Thursday. Thursday is strength. So what we have here is a very good free-to-play Bardock who works really well with his Bardock team, which I'll show you in a minute. But every day it changes also. Here you can get his potential orbs. Again, free potential orbs, free rainbow unit. You can use these Bardocks here. If you farm out a bunch of them, you can farm, if you have them, the summonable Bardock, who is an agility. If you have them, which I do, I already have them out maxed out and everything, whatever he needs. See, look, here they are, farmable. Boom, rainbow, free rainbow, another free rainbow. It's literally a whole team of Bardock's characters that you can farm. See, 1, 2, oh, not him, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And once you've done all their farming, you can get this guy, Team Bardock. That's a whole team right there for free. No stones, no nothing. That's a whole free-to-play team that you could farm for no stones, besides if you run out of stamina. But I do not ever recommend using stones for stamina, especially right now that it takes 3 minutes to get one piece of stamina back. So, you know, just wait a while. Let your stamina bar recover. Don't waste your stones, okay? But they're free. It's a whole team that you can run for free. And this is how it sets up. They all support each other. They give each other key. They're really good. Category. What category would it be? Team Bardock. Where do you find it? Right here. Team Bardock. He's the leader. And all these rainbows. Boom. Look at that. You have a really good team. A really good free-to-play team for free. No stones spent whatsoever. Now, they're farmable because you can get them from their events. You can get as many as you want. And like I was saying, if you were to farm up about 10 of those Bardocks, and you had this Bardock, hold on. Let's go back to... They're also on the low-class warrior team. So if you don't want to use the team Bardock, you can do low-class warrior. Which is... Where is it? Right here. If you were to farm up about 10 of these Bardocks, you can use them in their pre-awakened state right here for this Bardock. Why? Because they're both Bardocks. So he has a chance at leveling up the super attack. So if you already have the free-to-play Bardock already all maxed out, feed him to him. Before you awaken him, before you make him into a UR, before you Dokkan awaken him, and the percent gets lower and lower. When he's in this form, when you barely pull him, farm up the free one and feed him into him. It's a 50% chance, and if you awaken him, it's a 100% chance. If there's anything else you need to know, let me know. This is a basic run through, small little guide. Later on, I'll show you how to do orbs. If you need any more help, just leave a comment down below. Like if you want to see more, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.